100% live.
All I heard is hello. I hope you're having a lovely evening, and I was so afraid.
But yeah, we're 100% live. But
Let's go.
what matters is that you're here. I'm glad to see you here. Also, yeah, this is row
So you
control.
were tricking me. I see how it is. This is perfect. Yeah, I just got home like 5 minutes ago. So what's up, everyone?
Yeah, game 1 happened. It's a thing. Also, yeah, don't put the quotation marks in. I don't know why Floha made the password the most complicated thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, I saw that without the quotation marks, but I tripped up over the comma for a bit. So
Yeah. But yeah, what do you see on this card? I see bosses in row 1, very much so.
this is row control.
This is row control.
Okay, cool.
That is the case. The reason I know is because Peaches said 5 minutes ago in chat, row control right, and Mason responded with yes. That is my
Alright.
indicator.
It was funny because I still had to guess, because maybe it's invasion, right? You're talking about row 1.
That's true. That's true. Good catch.
Yeah, so row 1 does have 2 boss goals in it.
It
That's pretty
does.
neat. Boss tree match in row 3.
Yep. You could also say red synergy exists between rows 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm. Also 4 uniques in row 4. Yeah, bosses in general, a spicy concept, I would say.
Speaking of spicy concepts, there's a good amount of like Noki stuff. There's 4 from Noki Eel, 12 Noki Blues, 100 from Noki, and Cannonballs. So every goal, every row has its Noki.
Huh. That's cute. That
I
kind of
agree.
sucks, though.
It does kind of suck, yeah. It's so like whoever does Shine Prague just kind of does Noki stuff. Maybe there's something to be had if you do like, I don't know, like reds into like bosses, and then a like random row. So like maybe, I don't know, maybe something like 2 hidden reds hoverless as your reds, and then you just win your Noki stuff, and then you get a second hundo with the hundo from Noki. I don't know. Something
Yeah,
like
maybe.
that could work. Maybe,
I'm also
potentially, in
thinking if
theory.
someone wants just like Delphinos to win Denoki, but the only Delphino goal I'm seeing is 9 from
This is
Delphino,
9.
which is probably the worst Delphino goal in my IMO.
I'd agree with your IMO.
A lot of people might say
Uh,
15. 15's more than 9. Especially
yeah,
since you would need 9 plus at least 60 blues.
but
But like
there's like
sometimes
the
you just
variables.
get more
Sometimes
blues
you just
anyway.
get more
So like,
blues.
yeah.
And 70 totals is on the card.
70 totals is on the card. Although, gotta say, I'm not sure how good it is with
Yeah.
multi-hundred and 200s in this. Okay, you're probably not winning 200s if you're banking on no 200s being one of your 200s, but
Also, yeah, blues aren't like crazy on the card either.
yeah.
Like the big blue goals that I see is 20 Bianco, which is like, you don't love to
15.
see it.
15 M's.
Yeah, 15 is like the good blue goal, but that's like the only good blue goal. I feel. I guess
Yeah.
12 Noki, but that's more late game.
It doesn't help that both the totals that were rolled were the 2 highest ones possible.
That's true. That is unfortunate. Okay, you can maybe make blues work. Don't know how yet, but good.
Yeah, I don't think they're bad on this card. They're just not like, amazing to the point where like you really
wanna
want to
rush
win
'em.
70.
Yeah, it's like someone's probably gonna do these on the side, and that's part of life.
Yeah, more reason to get to Noki, honestly, because like you probably don't want 70 without at least going for 12 Noki blues.
Yeah,
Like,
that would
like
be
sometimes
something.
blue totals are good enough where it's like if you want to make Noki blues part of it, you're probably not going to win to it. Not sure that this is a card where that is
Yeah,
necessarily true. It might happen anyway.
that's
I
true.
mean,
It
there was
could.
that really stupid invasion match I had with Mason in the semis where we just like fucking raced to like 70 totals or whatever, like very early on because it was just like, ugh, it was a mess.
Those suck. Or like the one thing is just like super duper strong on a card and feels like you can't do anything. Yeah. But you know they do be an airstrip, or they're kind of out. They're getting charged with crime, as you do.
Yeah, everyone does the necessary charging ritual.
Yeah.
And it's weird 'cause back in my day, in the days of boomers, when everyone had to watch the cutscene on every run ever, it was always fun. Had to go objection. Like
Yeah.
there was a whole
Overruled.
pattern, cadence to it. Chat loved it, I'm
It's true.
sure.
Truly a classic of our time. Also an excellent opportunity to play us another video game during the cutscene.
Yeah, some people are intense like that.
Yeah. No, I love the downtime, you know?
Yeah,
But
I
my
I was
personal
always more of
favorite
just
is
like
the
a check my phone, check Twitter kind of guy during the cutscenes.
That's fair. But you know, is checking Twitter really that much of a break? I don't know, dude. Twitter
That's
do
true.
be a cesspool sometimes.
I guess it depends on who I'm following as tweeted most recently.
That's true. Yeah. My personal favorite is Sandbird RTA Rush from New File. I've been having a good time with that category lately, of my own making.
Yeah? What's your PB?
I have a 2038, but
Alright.
I was on 2023 pace the other day and I died in
Oh,
Gelato 1, and I was unhappy about it, but
that is unfortunate.
such is the journey.
Would you say Sandbird Rush RTA has become optimized enough that one would have to go for certain Gelato IL strats?
I don't do Turbo Bird, so no. But if Turbo Bird is an IL strat, then yes.
I would actually consider Turbo Bird an RTA strat.
Yeah, shocking how that works. Maybe I should learn that.
Maybe
But
I mean I don't even know Turbo Bird. I should learn it too. Okay, anyway, cutscenes are over. Mason going to Pianta, what a shocker.
that is a very Mason thing to do. Is Pianta that good on this card?
Hidden and Pianta's in row 2. Pianta,
That's true. Pianta Shadow Mario.
great boss synergy, by which I mean 0 boss synergy.
Not boss synergy at all, exactly.
In my opinion, the Chomplets are worth 3 bosses, but I've been told this is not actually true.
Yeah, classic Ramato. I think the big Chomp should be a boss rematch. That's all I'm saying. Like you fight the kids and then the parent, you know.
I mean, the big Chomp is really just 3 Chomplets stacked together in a trench coat, so like it's literally a rematch.
That's
with the
very
same
true.
dudes.
That's very true. Ramato should take notes.
Yeah, so like, did we figure out what's in Pianta?
I mean, there's Shadow Mario, there's 3 from 4, I guess. There's Hidden in Pianta. Quick Blues, maybe?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there are M's.
M's? Yeah.
It's a good world for 12 level shines progress for sure.
That's true. You can make it work. It's also like quick shines are important because Noki big.
Yeah, Noki big. Yeah, so 12 level shines, 9 Delfinos are like, I don't know, 9 Delfinos is usually not like a goal you really care much about, but like, you know, it's worth keeping an eye on just for that shine count prog.
Yep.
And I do think the importance of shine count, the importance of, you know, level shines is also another reason that like blues just don't feel amazing on this card, as I say as both players get M's.
Yeah.
But like M's is fine. You always
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're getting M's, if M's are along your path, then like that's always a good time.
Because M's are just quick, you know, and then like quick is good because you can also just like get a shine out of the blues later. You know, so like there's a difference between like M's being good for shine progress because they're quick, and then like getting 70 totals or like 20 Bianco, where it's like, nah, these are slow, so like it'll probably put me behind.
Yeah, speaking of M's, Mason leaving Pianto, so it looks like M's is his main priority early in this match.
That does appear to be the case, so I guess
But
that
it
does
also
mean
seems to be Peach's main priority early in this match.
It does. I will say Pianta 1 is indeed faster than Bianco 2, according to my calculations.
Yeah, but I think if Peaches exits and just does 2 Delfino shines, that is faster.
I agree.
Well, in theory. Somehow
Thing is,
he's
with
behind.
bosses on the card, do you want to focus it that hard?
I would not say that that is worth doing, but technically the Bianco
Yeah.
start is faster than a pure rush, but typically that is not what Peaches is doing because he has a lot more blues than. Oh no, he only. No, he has the correct number of blues. I'm a liar. Usually, you just don't get you don't go to the spot of Bianco if you're rushing M's. But this does get you a boss, and bosses are kind of important in this card.
Yeah, there are 3 boss goals. No, 4 even with the rematch. So that is a big number. That's like as many blue goals as there are on this card. Yeah, but both of them are pretty close right now, you know, to this 15 M's play.
Yeah,
But
Mason very interested in these M's. Just setting
Yeah.
up to go to Rico after this unlock of Bianco.
Yep. You know, I think both these plays are fine. Like Mason feels like more of a late game setup for like the deep Pianta stuff so that he has a lead if he needs it. And then Peach's play feels more like a little less long-term of a setup, but a setup nonetheless for like bosses in case he loses M's. So I have no complaints with either of their game plans.
Yeah, it's weird, like, because like Mason's the one actually rushing. Oh, okay, he was rushing for M's. Okay, he's gonna. Or did he not get this one over here? I see. Yeah, so he is the one, in fact, rushing for M's.
Yes.
So you could say he has the shortest term plan, but like you said, he has one admittedly quick Pianta Shine done in case, Pianta matters. But even then, I'm not sure how much that lead's going to matter, because, like, 3 from 4 is on the card. Pianta's a good world for that. 12 level Shines, Pianta's a very good world for that.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Peaches cuts into that lead sooner rather than later. But also, like, I don't know. Pianta can also be kind of an all-or-nothing world sometimes, so Peaches might just be like, Mason can have Pianta. I will get other stuff.
Yep. Which is very fair, honestly. But it does
Peaches
look like
having a Coconut Underbell. Coconut, not very good.
I agree.
It's a bad fruit.
Which fruits are you a fan of in the Underbell department?
So, I mean, you can never go wrong with the classic Pepper during Shadow Mario Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Wait, what did Peaches do during the Shadow Mario Chase? Did he do anything? Did he get M's?
He got blues, I think.
Okay,
Like he got
that's fine.
sewer blues. It works.
Yeah, because like Pepper during Shadow Mario Chase, favorite way to do Underbell. Otherwise, I'm a bit of a boomer in this regard, I know, but I'm a big banana guy. There's a banana tree really close by.
You know, I'm so happy to hear
got the
that there's a
box.
fellow banana man.
Yeah.
Because I too am a banana lover in this regard.
The one downside for banana is the visual cue is a little trickier than I think for Pepper or Coconut. It's like, it's a little bit more nebulous with my setup at least, but it works. Love me some
I'll be
banana
honest, I didn't know there was a visual cue for any of them. I just kind of put the fruit there and pray it worked.
You're a man of courage.
I'm a man of luck.
Yeah, so Mason, getting M's, getting one not M.
Yep. How do you think Peaches reads this if/when he loses the goal? Like, do you think he's like, yeah, he went to Pianta? Or does he think, yeah, I shouldn't have gotten those sewer blues?
It's hard to say. Like, I mean, considering how Mason pretty much rushed this like through Pianta, he might be able to make the read, considering the fact that like it's going to be a little bit longer than a straight up 15 M's rush would be. And like there's the whole, I don't even know how this happened because I didn't even notice it until the past few weeks about how it's like just like a meme about Mason always rushing Pianta.
Yeah, I didn't know
that was a thing until people started saying it. And I was like, oh, I guess it's a thing. And like the past couple weeks, yeah, like does it?
Yeah. See, what I wonder is like how, because now Peaches is going for bosses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But bosses are slow.
Yeah,
So does that mean he's gonna win his boss stuff, but then also lose shine progression stuff?
it's hard to say because I mean, Peaches knows that Mason beat him to 15 Ms. That's why Mason clicked it and Peaches didn't. And like, while it wasn't the fastest timing of the click, it wasn't a straight up rush. Peaches probably knows that it didn't go through Bianco too.
Yes. That's very
His
true.
underbell wasn't quite that bad.
Yeah. Hey, maybe Mason just had like the crispy 15 Ms, like straight out of Shadow Mario 27's books or something. Like,
Yeah, so Peaches knows he probably has at least a little bit of time to do something before having to secure 3 bosses.
yes.
Because with the timing of that click, he knows that he was probably either even going into the fight or maybe slightly ahead, which looks like he was, depending on stream delay.
Yep. I'm happy to piggyback on your slightly ahead theory.
The one that we know is correct, but
Yes.
Mason going for Grass Pipe, as one does.
Oh, wow.
This'll get him a Pipe Shine. Don't
Are
think
pipes
I've
on the
built
card?
no, but 3 reds is.
That
Which
is
is
indeed on the card.
yeah, like it looks like he's gonna just do a straight up Delfino 3 reds rush. Which is a choice.
It is a choice. That does unfortunately take the value away from a potential later hover cop to make 9 Delfinos, which I think makes both of us a little sad, but
A little bit sad. But yeah, with 3 and 4 reds on the card, I see where he's coming from, but I don't know. He has an interesting path to red number 4 if he wants both. Maybe he just wants to really win 3 reds so that Peaches just doesn't get the free red synergy. Which respect.
that's true. I see. Thing is, like, what does this? I feel like this puts Mason very far behind in the level progress department. You know, like he
Yeah,
does all this. Does he win 3 from 4? Does he win goals like, I don't know, bosses?
yeah. This probably wins 3 reds. Depending on what Peaches does, may or may not win 4 reds, but it definitely concedes. I mean, he had already conceded bosses by starting Pianta and Ems, I think. But
Yes.
it really is like conceding level shines, I think.
Yep.
Because like
I
now
agree.
Peaches has a couple fast Ricos open in Rico 3 and 4. He has a couple fast Biancos open in Bianco 3 and 4. He hasn't done any of the first 4 Pianta shines, which are all very fast.
Yep.
And he has more level shines, like it's 3-2. Like
That's true. He does have those.
he has more level shines and he has better ones open. So despite the Pianta start from Mason, level shines looking pretty good for Peaches, assuming he doesn't, get too heavily sidetracked by blues.
Yep. But I
Or
mean,
maybe-
they are Rico blues.
Yeah,
there
they are
there
Rico
are
blues.
worse ones to grab.
There are worse ones to get. I was gonna say if maybe Peaches will try to follow Mason and get these 3 Delfino shines, or 3 Delfino reds. I don't know why, since he has Bianco 3, which will lead him to Bianco 4 and Bianco 3 reds, so he wouldn't need, say, Grass Pipe.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think of cases that lets Mason back into the level shines race pretty easily.
You know, maybe Peaches just decides to be a man of grass. And,
Yeah,
do that.
maybe he just wants a game 3. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he does.
Right, so that is 3 from Rico for Peaches. Level shine number 4.
Yep,
He's got 20 blues.
he does.
Is that more blues than Mason? It might be.
I think it is, but I wouldn't say I'm confident in that assertion.
So yeah,
Now I
Mason
am.
ahead
17.
in Ems because he flicked it.
Yep,
And ahead to 3 reds.
indeed.
Question whether it's 4, although with this third boss for Peaches, which makes sense. He did Rico 2 and 3. 3 bosses could probably be in danger now.
Yep.
Yeah, with this boss, I mean, this is one way Mason can get back in the Double Shines race, is not worrying about slow shines like Serena 1 that really don't get you access to better shines. I mean, okay, like Serena 3 exists, but you'd had to go to
Yeah,
Serena
but
2.
you gotta do Serena 2, and that's also...
Serena 3 isn't even a fast level shine if you're whenevering. It's like a okay speed shine.
Yeah.
Like it's not slow, but like it's not nearly as fast when you have to whenever.
It's no Rico 3.
It's not something you do Serena 1 and Serena 2 for to get access to. Like, oh, now I can do
Yes.
Serena 3 with this whenever.
Yeah. You know, I very much can feel Mason's pain here. Lily Pad Clip is definitely a scam.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's definitely frustrating, but with a little bit of practice, I've found the cues aren't too bad.
I think I need to practice it again. I have been known to mess it up recently, even though, you know, in Season 1, that was one of the few tricks I did know.
Yo,
Mostly because it is at the top of the bingo playlist.
I wonder, like, how many strats are disproportionately known relative to, like, their, you know, difficulty or whatever, just because they're, like, the first few bits in the playlist.
Yeah. This was one for me, but I also did get flamed for learning this and, like, not Pachinko until recently.
Alright, so this is Mason's third red coin shine. He's probably ahead to 4 reds now, considering that Peaches has really done nothing to give himself better 4 reds access.
Yep, that's true.
So that'd be actually kind of a big deal for Mason, because like obviously he doesn't want row 1, considering how anti-boss he is, but if he wins 4 reds, then Peaches is going to have to do either Eel or Peon to Shadow Mario, which are both kind of stinky.
Yes. They are. Then again, Eel is a boss, technically.
Eel is a boss, and I guess, you know, by the time, like, Peaches has 4 uniques, he might be figuring out that, Mason, probably not a boss man.
Yep.
But then the problem is, if you, like, slack off on 5 bosses, and,
Yeah,
you know,
then he
Mason
could
goes for the
become a
5 boss
boss
deal,
man.
then he has 4 reds, he has 5 bosses, then he just needs either Pianta SM or Eel, and do you really want to do both to win the row?
Yeah, that does sound unfun. Looks like a 3 boss delay from Peaches, which I actually am, you know, a big fan of.
Okay, well,
Oh, I
there
take it
is.
back.
Micro delay. I mean, the 3 red coin shines, like, how likely do you think Peaches thinks that that was a straight up 3 reds rush? Like, what is Peaches thinking right now?
Good question. I
'Cause,
don't
like,
know
this
what Peaches is thinking.
an unorthodox start for Mason for sure. This isn't one of those things you see the clicks and you're like, ah, this like
Yeah, of course.
Mason
yeah.
100% did this.
Yeah. If I'm Peaches, I'm pretty confused. Maybe Mason's trying to fake some sort of Bianco play with his reds, but who knows?
I mean, it's definitely like a read like you probably make in the end, but like it's one that like in the moment, like it's not like, oh, that's exactly what it was. You had to like think about it for a second and be like,
Yeah.
surely like he didn't actually like have the time to get Bianca reds with that, right?
Do you know who's ahead to Pinna?
Well, Mason can trade in and go to Pinna, although he has to unlock this first.
He does,
Peaches has, I think he needs 1 shine from Gelato and then he can trade.
Okay, so they're pretty close.
And it looks like he might just be doing that. Or maybe he's gonna
Yeah.
go for 3. He's gonna go for the hiddens for 3 from 4. I don't know why. Like that's not a bad thing to do, but it's just like probably a little too early.
I agree, yeah.
I don't know.
That's-
Quick level shines. I guess there's a defense that can be made for it.
Yep.
But it's like there's nothing imminent in Gelato to win right now that I'm seeing, at least. Maybe I'm just missing something on the card.
I guess
Okay,
4 from
yeah.
Gelato, but yeah, that's not the most imminent goal. It's not
He's
like...
just not choosing to save warp to trade in faster.
That is a choice to make. Looks like both on their way to Pinna here, but I don't think they're really going to be racing for a particular goal.
which
Unless
is
there's
why
one I'm
Peaches has
missing.
taken the time to put out a very slow fire guy. Very slow
But
blue coin.
but one of the faster NPC blue coins,
One of the
which
faster
is on the
NPC
card.
blues, which is true. Did
And he did
Peaches
get the
get the
Nokis,
Serena?
I
Okay,
think.
cool. I'm not paying
I'm
attention.
not even 100% sure, but
Oh,
I
nice.
think he did.
Yo, Falcon, did he get the Nokis?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that is why we have champions in our chat, like the one and only Falcon Hit, our local stat man, who we pay a large salary, and we are very thankful.
A large salary in blue coins, incidentally.
Incidentally.
He definitely got the Nokis. Let's go. TY chat.
We love you.
So we are honey skipping today. Makes sense. Like we said,
Very
there
fair.
really isn't a lot to imminently race in Noki.
Yep. And I mean, you get this time, you get to think about your life choices.
Yeah.
Where
Get to
you
plan
want to
ahead.
do things. Yeah.
That is Peanut Island. The villain's secret hideout must be there.
So Mason is at what? 4 level shines?
Something like that.
Or 3?
Peaches is at more than that.
He's at 5.
I beg to differ.
Or 6. 6, right. Gelato hidden, that's a level shine.
It is.
So yes, you're. I mean, 5, 6, both more than 4. Turns
Both indeed more than 4. Is Mason at 4? That sounds right.
He has 4 maximum because he traded in 2 and has at least 3 Delfinos. But he has 4 Delfinos.
He also got
did
Underbell.
So yeah, he's at 3 then.
Yeah, he has Rico 1 and 2 and Pianta 1, I think.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I feel quite confident in saying that Peaches is favored to 12 level shines.
Yeah, so he might honestly, well, he might want Pinna 2. Because that's a quick seeker, opens up a hidden red hoverless maybe. But like,
Yep.
he doesn't need yellow button. He just gets 4 uniques, he gets 12 levels, he gets 5 NPCs.
Yeah.
So like, Mason
agree.
might stay in Pinna, he might be thinking, like, get Pinna yellow button to make row 4 a little bit harder. But honestly, all of the row 4 goals kind of good on this card.
And also good for Peaches, who
Yeah.
I feel like is kind of favored to almost everyone, except I guess yellow button, but if he loses it, I think he'll just take that in stride.
Right, Peaches does not delay 4 uniques. Even
Which
though
is fair.
Mason has 2 uniques and 2 total bosses, but he doesn't know that.
Yep.
I'm guessing though the delay is kind of like showing that Peaches probably hasn't sniffed out the 3 Delfino Reds play. Or if he
Yep.
has, he's greatly overrating how fast they are.
I mean, it's a tough call to make.
Yeah, it's a tough call. Peaches famously burned by delays in this playoff so far.
Yep. In famous fashion, indeed.
Alright, so he's gonna go back to Rico. It's interesting.
Yep. I mean, I guess there's level shines, there's a boss, a 5th one, and a boss rematch. So I suppose that may pique his interest. Mason, by the way, not killing the cannon mole. Very
Oh yeah,
interesting.
boss rematch is in fact on this card. Forgot about that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, there's 25. That's a big number. Like,
That's a lot of goals.
it is.
Like, man, counting to 6 turns out big struggle for me today. Let alone counting to 25. That's like at least 3 6s, right? Like that's like 6, then 6
Yeah.
again, then 6 again, and maybe more. There could
Maybe
be
more.
more numbers after that.
There could be, but I think that's pretty unexplored in the bingo realm. And I mean, we flame all the time people for counting goals and such, but like, I don't know. There's a lot going on. It's tough. It's tough to keep track of everything.
Dude, imagine having someone favored before the 30-minute mark. Yeah, like, okay, this is a pet peeve of mine when people like just come in out of nowhere and like, yo, who's winning? Cause like, especially this early in the match, it's just like
It's pretty hard to say.
like if someone was clearly winning right now, the match is probably a blowout.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, like you can think like I think this person has more potential right now, you know?
yeah, like for sure.
I think that's fair, but I think you can't say the match is over.
Like Mason
minutes
just
are
got a
played.
goal in a row that Peaches really wants, but he does not want that goal at all. So like,
Yep.
who cares?
Yeah. Mason maybe.
Yeah, Mason maybe. But I don't know. He just kind of wasted his time on the yellow button. He doesn't know that, but like,
The good news for Mason is this is also a 4th red.
yeah, this is a 4th red. That is like, this is a goal that like, I mean, Peaches probably knows he's not going to get at this point since he just made really no effort for it. But like, this is one that actually makes row 1 materially more difficult for Peaches.
Yes. Now I think he really needs that eel.
Which is something you never want to say at the 31-minute mark.
Yes. Then again, if Mason were to want that row, he would need that eel or that Pianta SM and both. So, don't know what that says about our current circumstances here.
Alright, so Mason going back to Rico. So Mason's up to 6 level shines because he's done Pinna 1 through 3. Peaches is up to 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 9.
Yes.
Nice.
Indeed. I think what Peaches is gonna do now is just finish out his level shines with a bunch of blues, win 50 totals, and then rush his way over to Noki. Try to get 4 from Noki in row 4, 12 Noki blues in row 3, and Eelshine in row 1, and I think that's the win condition he's most interested in at the moment. Maybe I'm biased, but I swear we have that fruit connection. So, and like I think we think about the game very similarly. Like every time I'm yelling at the screen at one of the players to do something, he tends to do it.
Oh, so you're
I-
cheating.
Look, I mean, I'm not Juan and Mr. Yato. I mean, we're not in a call, so if a spiritual bond is cheating, then I don't know. Then I guess I can't join season 3.
You know, maybe it's cheating. Maybe it's true love. Maybe true love is cheating.
Maybe true love
you know,
is
maybe
cheating.
maybe true love is too powerful for the Bingo League.
Is that why you and Rasmus haven't scheduled your 3rd place match yet?
That's because I am incredibly lazy. And he is too.
Honestly, sometimes that's what true love is all about.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Peaches might want 20 Bianca Blues to get progress towards 50 totals, but like I don't know, that's like a few minutes. Like that's a serious time commitment.
It is a serious time commitment.
Instead, he's gonna go for DeLorean. Yeah, because Serena 2, not really.
Yeah,
going on
I
in
was
this
gonna
card.
say like, and 9 Serena's cool and all, but not that cool.
So actually, basically even shine progression. Peach is slightly ahead, but
Pretty
Mason's
much.
about to tie it up with this shine grab.
Yeah. I think what's important for Mason is that he's able to contest Noki at least a little bit.
Mhm.
Like, if Peaches stops for Noki blues, then at least he wins either Eel or 4 from Noki.
Yeah, and like I'm curious if Peaches does sort of do this Delfino's into Noki play, like Mason could steal these level shines.
He could.
Would it matter if if Peaches wins for Noki? Well, as long as NPCs go fine.
Yeah,
That's another thing he's not doing right now.
that is true.
Like he might want to do at least Bianco 4 for one of his last shines before Noki, so he can at least get the NPC there, which is
Yep,
not the
that's
most
true.
in the way. Like maybe he'd
No,
rather
he
do.
grabbed the
True North or
NPC
something.
in Bianco 3, I think.
Oh, did he? Oh,
I believe so, but I could be
that's
misremembering.
also pretty out of the way.
It is. I wonder where Peaches intends to get his last NPC. Also, I will say, Mason could always go the distance in Pianta for his NPCs.
He could. Don't think that's the greatest idea because Pianta 5 is not something you really have time for, but
Yep. But, you know, it is a play.
maybe he just gets early cycle and he has time for it anyway. You know, just get good RNG.
Yeah. Sometimes that is a good plan.
Maybe he'll do Banana Lady? I don't know. I guess not.
You know, Mason really, like, if he does this play, he could realistically steal row 4.
He could. He's also now at 3 from 3.
Ooh.
He could just do like Gelato for his 4th.
What is Peaches' 3
Although,
from?
Maybe
progress?
Noki would be the more prudent one, but actually, Peaches only has 3 from Rico. Does he have 3 anywhere else?
I don't know.
Yeah, like
He
row
only
5
has 2
doesn't
in
seem to be.
Bianco.
Yeah, row 5 only doesn't seem to be in Peaches' plan. It's fine. But like Mason does probably have the time to just finish out 3 from 4 in Noki.
Yep.
Kind of a big deal because Noki much more interesting world to him than any of the
Pianta.
others. He doesn't have 3 from at this point.
That is true. Thing is, he's got to get there first. Peach is only 1 shine shy now of Noki Bay. Looks like Mason wants to go back to Pinna.
2 reds could be a hidden red hoverless.
It could be.
I would say to the red, but there are no more reds on the card.
Yep. Does look like a
Oh,
hidden head.
he
with
still
red
needs to
hover.
defeat the mole too.
Oh, that is true. That is probably something he is interested in. Also, yeah, it looks like level shines are tied now, which
Yeah,
know,
that,
this
that was
could be
the
bad
risk
for
of this
Peaches.
Delfino play. I mean,
but
it's not the end of the
Noki
world.
is fast.
He can pivot out of he can actually pivot to row 5. He's got a lot of Delfino shines now. Oh wait, no,
That's
he
true.
can't win moles though. I about to say he's gonna win a Noki, but he can't win moles because he hasn't defeated either. He hasn't defeated the Pinnock animal.
That is true.
But he's actually how many shines is Mason out? Moles might be. Let's call him even. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. Moles are pretty close. I think if Peaches loses level shines, he may. See, the thing is, level shines are close because Noki 2 is really fast. Where I don't know
Noki 2 's
what
also-
Mason's fastest level shine is.
But Peaches is doing 12 Noki blues instead.
That is an important goal for him. So this is understandable. It may also clinch him 50 totals.
Yeah, about to say at the start of the match, I was like, Noki blues could be a good way to get you to 70. Turns out, also a good way to get you to 50
That is very, very true.
on this card.
That is a factoid. Thing is, losing level shines is pretty bad for Peaches. Especially if he can't.
As long as he defends NPCs, he could be fine. Because
That is true.
well, actually, I was gonna say he has the Noki lead, but he actually doesn't since he's getting all these blues. So
I think he still does have the Noki lead. I don't think Mason has it open yet.
oh right, keep forgetting. That's important. That's the thing you got to do.
That is indeed something necessary. Did Peaches not do the spicy pizza route? Not a fan. I take back everything I said about our
Spicy
special
pizza
bond.
route is hard. Speaking of strats that IMO or IL, and definitely not match safe strats. But of course, you know, people go for like momentum Rico 3 all the time, so I'm just a coward.
I don't know. I've found more success with the spicy Noki 12 than I have ever found with Turbo Bird, which in your mind is a RTA strat.
Okay, but have you learned Turbo Bird?
No.
So that's why.
But I have had more success. But have you learned the spicy Noki 12 route?
No. But I've seen it.
I've seen Turbo Bird. I don't I don't see the point you're trying to make here. That is 12 level shines for Mason as well.
Yeah, okay, so Peaches is gonna keep his Noki lead. He's gonna go over here, do Noki 1 now.
Yep.
A little bit further away than Goldbird is, but you know, with Eel on the card, maybe you don't even want Goldbird at all.
It's true. This is still like a very competitive match. I think especially with that 12 level shines take. That was crucial.
Yeah, Peaches is kind of in an awkward spot, because at this point, it's like, if he goes for Goldbird to secure 4 from Noki, then he probably loses out to row 1. Unless, like, I don't know, Mason, like, whiffs on Eel or something. Or on something else on the way to Eel.
Yeah.
But if
Or maybe Mason goes for Eel.
Yeah. But if he does go for Eel, and Mason doesn't go for Eel, then Mason could win for Noki, since Eel is much
Yep.
lower than Goldbird. And then he loses row 4.
Yeah. Which means, you know, if he isn't able to win both of those, he's gonna have to pivot either to like row 2, which honestly, no one really cares about row 2 right now.
Yeah, it seems like they, like, at the start of the match, they're both just like, row 2 is, like, at best a backup
Poopy.
row. And since
Yep.
no one's really lost any rows that they looks like they were going for yet, like, it's still there as the back pocket row. Or the, I really don't want to get this row if I have 2 row.
Yep.
Was like, I mean, like, I don't know, I said at the start of the match, technically there's synergy between 100 coin shine and Noki and 200s. Turns out it's going to work pretty well on this card.
Yep.
As
Peach is
now
doing
pivoting to-
Noki 100s as well. Which, you know, that with that backup row does set him up pretty well.
Yeah, but this could put him behind to 4 from Noki and Eel.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. You know, I think if he does really do 4 from Noki after this, he could be fine. As in, like, he does Bottle and he does Bird. Like, I think he should still win out to that, but winning both? I don't know, Chief. Or not Bottle and Bird. I meant Noki 2 and
thanks
Bird.
for figuring it out, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, Peaches could still win 4 from Noki if Mason, like, leaps. But I don't know, if Mason goes for the 4 from Noki secure with Goldbird and Noki 3, then, like, I think Mason wins to 4 from Noki, and probably also Eel at that point.
Yep. That is very true. But it is close. Mason will have to make the right call.
Yeah, and I guess this is close, because technically, Peaches doesn't need Noki 3 for his 4 from Noki. But he should. Okay, Mason choosing now to get Goldbird.
Yep.
I guess hedging a little bit. Just to not be behind in an Eel race if he sees the 4 from Noki clip or something.
And I think that does mean Mason should win both 4 from Noki and Eel.
Which is, you know, not good for if you're Peaches. Not even gonna
Yep.
delay 100 from Noki for that long.
Which honestly fair, because like what if Mason made the same play, you know?
I think after that defeat, both Cannonballs click, you're probably fine. But
That's true. Then again, Mason is a known ILer. 200 coins.
that's true. Yeah, no, Mason, pretty good at Noki hundreds.
Yep. How much faster is Goldbird than Noki 3?
I mean, if you're like really good at Noki 3, it's probably like 20-ish seconds.
Is Peaches did
Or,
Goldbird?
no, probably less.
This like
Probably like 15. Or no, more than 15. Definitely more than 15, but 20 max.
hmm. So row 3 is pretty secure for Peaches, right?
Yeah, I mean, he has more blues, and neither of them really care about blues.
Yep. So what's in the cards for him is win one of the like 2 big boys that is remaining, which is 4 from Noki and Eelshine. And right now it doesn't really look like he will win either.
Yeah, and that'll get Mason his last 2 rows, even though it says he has 0 points. He does, in fact, have 1 row.
That is true.
And now he has 2. And now Peaches
Yep.
is like, uh-oh.
Yeah. This is bad for me.
I'm in danger.
Yes.
But like Mason does have to make the choice to go back in for Eel, does he? He does. Because like,
I mean,
yeah, if you want 4
would
from
he go
Noki,
for
and you
would he
got
go to
Noki 3,
Pianta SM? Yeah.
like the one way like this loses for him is if Peaches was just straight up rushing Eel this whole time. But he knows
Yes.
he wasn't doing that because of
Because
the
of
Noki,
Noki
click.
hundreds.
So
Yep.
the fact that he won 4 from Noki, like, and you there's no reason to delay 4 from Noki with it being a critical goal for both players. That basically just tells you I won in Noki 3.
Yep.
Of course, you know, Eel, not a free shine. Still got to execute.
Yep. Eel's hard.
Yeah, Mason not apparently feeling that this is close enough of a race to warrant, say, you know, spam spraying, saving the frames on the way down. Very important strat. It's definitely
Truly.
not a meme.
Definitely didn't have Urbani tell me you have to do this. Ooh, interesting call from Peaches.
I
Thing
mean,
is,
it's probably
what
the
he-
correct one. He knows he's behind.
Thing is,
I-
what he doesn't know is that he is 4 shines behind in Pianta.
Indeed, he is.
Which, you know, Eel may take a long time. It is a long shine. I don't believe it is the length of 4 shines in Pianta.
In fact, I would wager it is not even close.
I concur.
Even if you had an eel where like you don't know how to do eel, you just have the eel go down after every single corner tooth. But like other than that, like you're like, you know, you kind of know what you're doing. Oh yeah, if you get eaten like this,
Yeah.
like
Now you know if Peaches had done Eel, this may have actually worked out.
yeah, it's like even if you're slow at eel like that, it's not the speed of these Pianta shines, especially with Peaches stopping for blues and not actually trying to race for SM.
Yep. Yeah, it's rough. But Mason reminding the viewers at home why they should take proper care of their teeth.
Shout out to taking proper care of your teeth.
Yeah, truly an important skill.
You know, at this point, maybe Peaches is just kind of going to avoid the sweep. Is like, I see where this is going. I'm behind Eel. I'm definitely not ahead of Pianta SM.
Yep.
Might as well finish out a row and make the match look a little bit closer.
You know, very fair. I love the tree blue, by the way. Just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, this is absolutely him just, I just want to get 50 coins before Mason finishes Pianta SM.
I mean, actually, now he is getting the chomplet. Does Mason have anything that explicitly indicates Pianta?
3 from 4 is kind of a hint with the 12 level shines that he has.
That's true. And I guess the 15 M's if you read it as Pianta.
I mean, considering the abject lack of interest from Mason and bosses, he might have figured out he did at least Piano 1 at some point for M's.
Yep.
Or at least entered Pianta and exited, although that's kind of a weird champ if you are rushing M's to go to Pianta instead of Bianca. And exit area.
Yep. Now one of the biggest remaining hurdles for Mr. Mason will be Yoshi Skip, but mastered without trouble.
Mason could game over in Pianta 5. It's happened.
It has happened.
Not to Mason, but it's happened in general.
Someone in the world has game overed on Pianta 5.
And someone who was probably really handsome, who was incredibly behind in Pianta at that point, ended up winning because of that.
Yeah. And
Great
Peaches
forward.
2 is incredibly handsome.
That's
so
true.
History might repeat itself here.
Mason with a very swag Y-turn rad bounce.
Yeah, I am impressed.
That's pretty cool. That's an angle, but he was close enough to the dude. It's probably fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, people who set up for the middle of that platform actually, like, make me so nervous.
The middle of the platform? How does that
Yeah.
work?
Well, just because, like,
Oh,
you had
you
to
mean,
talk,
like-
because, like, you're talking to the middle of, like, the shine platform, just because, like, you talk to the dude at an angle, and I'm used to, like, aiming for the right side, since that way you can, like, talk to the dude more straight on. So, like, every time I see the
I
angle,
see.
I'm like, it just feels wrong to me.
That makes sense, yeah.
So, maybe Mason could game over in Pianta 6? I'm not sure if that's happened, but, like, maybe.
It would be a toughie. But, the timer is a little strict. 3 minutes for 10 folks? That
Yeah,
is...
Mason could be like, I should finish out 5 NPCs here.
He could be. Even though that is in a dead row, like...
It is, but, like, we were talking earlier about the match, how important NPCs was. It would make us look incredibly foolish if just this match were to finish with nobody getting 5 NPC blues.
That is true. But, I don't
Mason,
know.
goes
looking
for
kinda
the
foolish
try-hard
right now.
unlock and misses by quite a bit. Just want to point that out.
Is that the try-hard unlock? I don't know the difference.
Though, yeah, the one where you spin jump dive onto the platform.
Oh, dang.
You had to, like, be really far back, and he was not really far back.
Unlocks are hard.
Alright, well, Mason with a very nice Pianta 6 time.
Yep.
Running out of chances to game over here.
Yeah. This, if he wants to game over and throw the match, I don't think this is the way to do it.
Yeah, Mason trying to force a game 3, making the bingo season last 1 game longer. How dare he?
How dare he? Are there commentators for game 3? Like,
There
are those
are.
predetermined?
Yes, I'm one of them.
What? I don't get to double up?
Nah,
This was so
sorry.
fun.
Sorry, PK kicked you off for game 3.
Classic. I knew that man had a vendetta ever since he just didn't agree to scrim with me for the past 3 months.
But yeah, this does look to be finishing out a close, hard-fought match between
Yeah,
two
for sure.
very respected competitors.
And there it is. There is
Yeah.
the third row for Mason. 3-round match in the end.
GGs.
Peaches did get the 50 blues before he just yeeted himself into the abyss.
He did. That is the case. And yeah, also Game 3 finals. Has this ever happened in the history of like the bingo seasons?
Mm.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing, bud?
That was a match. I think I routed and played poorly at the beginning, and then I just had no way back that I saw.
What's up,
GG.
Mason?
GG's Mason.
I said coming into this that this set deserved a game 3.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you got it.
So.
I guess we should be asking questions probably, huh?
Yeah.
So,
How are your
so
days?
Pretty good.
Going good.
All right.
good to
That's
hear.
You had a question, Tomato?
I guess I'm curious, Peaches. What made you go for Noki hundreds when you did? Like,
That was a mistake. I thought by me winning 12 Noki Blues I had time, and clearly I did not. And when I saw the 3 from 4, I knew. Yeah.
Did you?
Yep.
How was your Pianta Shadow Mario progress?
I mean, I had none when I entered Noki. And I knew
Yeah,
that was
but-
probably one of your 3 from 4. And
Okay.
that 3 from 4 basically told me like I just lost. But yeah, was I ahead to 4 from Noki before I did the 100?
yes.
Yes.
Cannon
Yeah.
Moles was my first Noki shine.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like you were fighting the cannon mole when Mason went to Noki. Is roughly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I just thought I had more
So
time. but I
my
didn't.
12th level shine was my 19th shine.
Okay.
So yeah, I got Beach Shine and then went to Noki. Did 1, 2, Bird, 3. Had a terrible heal. But
Yeah.
surprisingly, my Pianta
Yeah.
wasn't too bad. I was like super nervous in heal. I was like, man, if he's just continued rushing heal, he's probably gonna beat me to it. But
Yeah, I think in theory, like I was hoping the click would scare him off eel, and it didn't. And yeah, I couldn't win without row 1.
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, I don't think I had any good. I had a terrible row 2. I had almost no chance at.
Yeah, exactly. Like I thought, like row 2 was fine. But I needed eel, and I didn't think he was gonna follow me through Noki.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fair.
interesting. If you take, well, I mean, you would. What Noki have been your 3 from 4?
No, I just
You
was
had
all over the place gameplay,
you
and
had
then I was
3 from 1 by the time 3
Yeah.
from 4 was clicked.
yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was so my original. I had a 9 goal route kind of. I always try to play reactive, especially in row control. Just look for win cons based on what he's going for. But it was rows 3, 4, and 5. Hoping I got all the row 4 goals I was wanting. And 3 from 4, I had 9 Delfinos starred, but 3 from 4 ended up working out nicely. And then, yeah, 12 Noki Blues and boss rematch I both wanted. My initial plan was I was rushing boss rematch. Pretty much, I was in Rico 3 as he clicked it. But to finish Rico and then go to Pianta. So just do level shines, 12 level shines in only those 3 worlds in a Pianta, Rico, and then go to Noki. 50 totals was kind of a backup goal for row 3, but once I lost boss rematch, and then 12 Noki Blues, I was like, all right, row 3 is done. So
Dan Peaches was ahead to 12 level shines for the longest time. I think the tally was like 10-6 at one point.
I was close, and I don't think I had 10. I thought I had 8 or 9, but maybe I did have 10. I can't count. I just didn't see a way I win without Noki, so I just did all the Delfinos. Maybe Pianta 1 and 2 would have been better, but especially if
But-
I
I
have
mean,
time.
I had
It's
Pianta 4
understandable,
done
yeah.
at that point. If 12 levels is clicked, I take 5 NPCs with Pianta. But then of course you can just rush 4 from Noki and take that.
Yeah, I had 4 NPCs.
He had 4
I
NPCs.
thought about doing Banana Lady, but I just needed too much.
Okay. Yeah, my play
Did
was
you do
always-
M's and Pianta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
I
Pianta
was
1, I
expecting
figured.
that.
I figured
Yep.
that was a. What did you start?
I did. I tried doing M's with Bianca, and was
That's what I was hoping for.
Yep.
Because I was like, that way, because my thought was, my only chance at level shines is if he does bosses and then rushes like Noki with Delphinos. And the only way I win reds, the best chance I have at winning reds is if he does Bianco but doesn't do Bianco 3. Or just rushes M's or something like that to where
Yeah.
my 3 reds would be faster.
Yeah, honestly, 3 reds in Delfino and winning 12 level shines, not something you see most days.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I just like did 8 or 7 Delfinos in a row to get to Noki. 'Cause,
Yeah. My
I-
thought
I-
was that my some of the things I did didn't synergize well to the point enough where you wouldn't expect it. Like 3 reds, 12 level shines, 15 M's. Like you don't usually get all 3 of those.
yeah,
Um,
and I was looking at row 1 with Eel and Pianta Shadow Mario being the 2 goals and being like, there's no way he goes for both of these somehow. But like you were set up for both of them better than me. So yeah.
did
Yeah.
you at all think about taking 4 reds?
I had not now with the boss rush. I just didn't have access.
Did you do? You did 3 bosses and then 4 uniques. What did you do in between? Like Rico shines.
I
I assume your
unlocked
boss rematch is-
Gelato. I did a couple of Rico shines. I unlocked Gelato, did the hidden, and then was in kind of.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I only had 25 total blues, so I was kind of counting on Noki to put me in a decent position for that, and then I could maybe just grind out pin of blues for 50 total. But once I lost Noki blues, I was like, I have 1 win con, and that's somehow stealing the Noki stuff.
And
So
you
I
did.
had to steal Noki stuff, but I also couldn't delay my progress in Noki because I didn't know if he had cannibals.
Yeah, I didn't. Man, should have just done Eel. would have been good for me, but here we are.
It's a tough
I
call.
mean, it would have been a race to 200s and 100 from Noki.
Right,
So
and
I
that's
could
I
have
think.
done,
Yeah,
which but I guess you would have had good chances at row 1 and 4.
yeah. I thought maybe you would do a Delfino 100 too. I think that's what scared me into row 2, contesting and yeah.
I thought about doing Delfino 100s, but I was just like, my play of 3, 4, 5 is solid. I was kind of actually planning on giving you Eel while finishing out either row 2 or 3 as my 3rd row, but I had to pivot. When I saw that 12 Noki was, I was like, I bet he's not going to expect me to rush Noki because he just clicked a Noki goal and I'm not in Noki.
Yeah.
It was a fun one. I popped off a bit in my season.
Yeah, no, you
Well deserved.
definitely deserve this. You got your revenge from the regular season row control for sure.
Yeah, I noticed it was whenever I clicked 12 level shines, I was like, all right, I clicked more goals than I did last time.
Yep.
All right. Tomorrow night.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
All right, yeah, that
Yeah,
is it.
GG's to
That
both of
is
you.
all for bingo today. Game 3 is gonna be taking place tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern time, which is 4 a.m. Central European time. Yeah, so there's that. GG's to both of you. And yeah, we are gonna be raiding over to some more Sunshine. But before we do that, I've got a small video for you. Please enjoy the video. And yeah, Next match will be tomorrow night. See ya.
The platforms were fair until just now.
Oh. Oh my. Good example of the commentator's curse there.
We have $9 pushing us over $2,100. Race for Fred Arch.
We're grateful to all of you for your support.